Views expressed here are not supported by and do not reflect those of the Evening Rush Network. Viewers' discretion is advised.
Yo, what's going on? You already know what it is. It's the Evening Rush each and every Wednesday, 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. with Don Rainbow and TK. Yo, we are back after a little hiatus. I lost my pad and rolled my shout out, but that's okay. Shout out to everybody that needs to be shouted out to. You already know what y'all can do is call in. The number is 929-282-0266. Support the show by hitting that cash app up. $ Evening Rush. Also, most important, please share. Hit the like, subscribe button. Also, hit highlight at everyone and at followers on Facebook. Welcome back, Rainbow. It's been a minute. Like I felt like
Hello.
we took a long break and it just feels crazy because I missed you. You know, we were just chopping it up behind the scenes, and it's like, yo, I miss my friend. Like that's my
Dawn said he
homie right
forgot what
there.
I look like, y'all.
Word, it's been that long. Yeah, you know. Damn, we've really been lifing. First and foremost, gotta say, shout out to TK. Our condolences and prayers. You know, we ride with you,
Absolutely.
sis. Um, get you right. That's the most important thing. Get you right to know that
Absolutely.
we are here with you. We are definitely here with you. Um, so on a lighter note, Rainbow, how was your week?
My week wasn't bad. What's today? Wednesday? Monday, I didn't did nothing. Yesterday, I went to work yesterday. How many massages I did? I don't remember. I don't think it was a long day. Mm. So I guess it wasn't that bad. And today wasn't that bad either.
Does
But
does it
I'm
feel
still
like
tired.
does it feel like massaging is slowing down now that prices of everything is going up lately?
No,
No.
no.
People
I
still
mean,
stressed out.
they still stressed out. They still want to relax. I mean, during the week is never usually that busy during the week, but the weekends are always busy.
Mm, got you. Yeah, I was just trying to understand the dynamics of a lot of different areas and the way things are going on now that prices are going up and everything is becoming outrageous. You know,
Well, yeah, because there's tariffs. Where they said they started the tariffs on everything starting April 1st. So if you buying anything from overseas, baby, just be prepared to pay an arm and a leg for it, and maybe a kidney.
listen, stick to the three best in my eyes: it's Emotion and TikTok. You can't go wrong. You definitely can't go wrong.
And those
You
are
know,
all overseas.
there you go. You can't go wrong. They haven't been
So
killing nobody with the taxes, so I don't know.
yeah, so the tariffs, well, I mean, they're still gonna have to put it's gonna go up higher than it's been, but it may not be outrageous. But you can best believe if you're
But
trying to buy you a car, it's gonna cost you more money because most of the cars
oh
are
yeah,
not made here.
most of the good cars, most of the good. Well, that's because they want you to buy GM, Dodge,
It's
those
it's
Chevys.
because it's because what's his name? 47? 47 wants he don't want anybody else's kind but Europeans here. If you are of
Yeah,
any other descent, he wants you to go back to where you came from. but I don't know how
basically.
that's possible. I came from here. My ancestors were born here. They brought my peoples from Africa and they brought them here. We didn't ask to be here. If y'all want to send us back to, y'all want to send us back to Africa where we was kings and queens, I'm all for it. But you got to send me
Yeah,
back to Africa being a king and a queen. Don't send me back there being no peasant now.
facts. I mean, even this whole thing with Elon Musk right now,
Muskie,
which I find crazy. I find so crazy because of the fact that when I didn't vote for this dude, so I don't know how he has any.
he's the president. I don't know what you're talking about. He is the president.
That's what I keep hearing,
He
and
bought the look.
unfortunately,
He bought the presidency when he gave that man. What did he give him? $90 billion or some shit like that for his campaign.
not only that, listen, right
90
now,
million. I don't know.
this is the crazy shit. Let's keep it a buck. This is the crazy shit. Right now, you can't even put your hands on a Tesla because if you do, you get 20 in jail. That to me is insane over a car. I've never even heard them say, "Yo, listen, you're gonna get 20 years in jail for touching a if something happens to a Hyundai or a Honda." You know what I mean? So a car,
Well,
I think is outrageous.
ain't nobody buying them shits no more anyway. Like his stock has drastically dropped, like 50% because he's stupid. I,
I was just telling
this
Chris last night.
the most stupid. I feel like in this country, it if you're dumb, you're making money because
Facts.
he ain't smart. Like I guess he has smart people around him who come up with these ideas, and he's just the money man.
Mm.
So he makes it seem like it's his idea, but it's actually not. He's just the money behind it. He's the face. This is reminding me of that damn what was that, Iron Man, when the guy was pretending to be the villain, like he was just the face,
Yeah,
but there was somebody else who was the actual
man,
villain.
Iranian. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. This is what this is reminding me of because
Well, the crazy
you're
part
dumb.
about that also is, yeah. Remember, I'm off child support. Technically, paper wise, I'm off child support. Why am I still being held hostage to child support? They're still taking money out my check. And they told me that, because I went up there. Like, I got paperwork. I want this. They said it's going to take 4 to 6 months to reimburse me my money because of what's going on with Elon Musk and Dojo right now. And I was like,
Indulge.
whatever it's called. Um, I think that's insane because you're in your hands is in pockets that don't need to be in. Social
Oh, his hands
Security,
is, yeah, Social
child
Security,
support,
water
education.
bed. Mm-hmm.
Like,
Yeah.
this is ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
This is truly ridiculous, and it's causing too many problems.
And I'm convinced that he's the reason why. I mean, don't get me wrong. Every year in America and around the world, planes crash. There are definitely always a plane crashing. But and they don't tell us as much as they should. But the way they televising these planes going down or something malfunctioning,
There's 468 million, and I googled this, so that's the reason why I know the number so well. Flights a day. Flights a day, and you only get heard about one or two that's been crashing. So please, people, do not think it's not safe to get on planes.
I
It's
don't
far
think
from the
so.
truth.
Look, I don't think so.
It's
But
far from the truth. Um, Listen, my
but I
flight that I
think
was
that
supposed to catch this weekend, both flights landed perfectly fine. I wasn't on
I'm
them,
not.
but they
I'm not.
still landed perfectly fine with no problems. So
Yeah, but it to me it's just like they're playing they're playing with the air traffic control.
yeah,
They've frozen the hiring. Like we need these people. Like this is not a job that anybody off the street can do. You know.
yeah, facts.
But that's what he wants to do. He wants his hand in everything. The military, TSA, air traffic control, anything he wants his hand in. And this is why he gave Donald Trump so much money because he knows that Donald Trump can be bought
Mm.
and is not competent enough to know that he's being manipulated because he's a narcissist and he doesn't think that anyone is better than him. So he's just letting Elon do whatever it is that he wants to do because he doesn't really want to do the job of president. He really just wanted to exonerate himself from his 34 felonies.
Yes, and I just want to know this is all for educational purposes, and allegedly. So yeah, we hit up both areas over here. I don't want anybody trying to sue us, coming at us. Yeah, we kind of did everything. Um,
Oh, the
so
whole thing is you can have an opinion. I'm not saying that it's fact. I'm just saying that's my opinion.
mhm. Yeah,
I
very
shouldn't
true.
be. I didn't say that. Well, Donald Trump is in office because I just feel that that's what he got in office for. He got in office because he was like, you know what, y'all think I'm about to pay these people some money or go to jail for it? Watch this.
And the
I may
bad
be
part is,
dumb. I may be dumb, but I ain't that dumb.
the bad part is actually on top of that is the fact that New York, the New York mayor has just been dismissed from his case since he aligned himself with Trump. Which am I disappointed in him? No, I'm not. And the reason why I'm not disappointed is
Self-preservation,
because
baby.
yeah, pretty
Self-preservation.
much.
If it's gonna look, let me tell you something. I have morals, y'all, right? But let me tell you something. If I did something and I'm gonna have to go to jail for it. If somebody tells me that they could find a way for me not to go to jail, I'm gonna do what it is. I'm gonna do whatever it is they tell me, so I don't have to go to jail.
I ain't snitching. I'm
Cause
sorry.
who said snitching? Nobody snitched. He didn't
I'm not.
snitch,
He didn't snitch. No, he just
right?
aligned himself
That's what I'm trying to
with.
say. If this man is telling me that that he will make sure that I don't go to jail, and all I have to do is side with him, sign me up. I'm sorry. But again, what they were saying that he did, I guess I would never do that. So I would never be on trial for that.
What he
So
did was the same thing that they've been doing all these years. So why should
what
he be
what what
guilty
exactly was
because
he? Because no,
of
there was
color?
several. No, there was several things. What was the several? What was the thing you talked about?
Nepotism. It was basically nepotism.
Oh no, it wasn't just nepotism. They said he had sexually assaulted somebody.
No, no, that's not what he went he went to court for nepotism, and
Um,
they're saying a mishandling of money, which was basically he was paying his people
more
highly
money.
more money than they should be paid for jobs,
I mean, you're right. That is
and
nepotism. White
that's and
white
and
people white
basically
people do it all the time.
basically he's stealing. Excuse me, he allegedly stealing money from, you know,
Taxpayers.
yeah. So
I don't live
no.
in New York no more, so
What up,
he wasn't
Maria?
stealing my money.
Happy belated birthday, Maria. I see you on the check-in, sweetheart.
Happy belated
Um,
birthday, Maria. He wasn't
yeah.
stealing my money no more because I
So
ain't live in New York no more.
no, they do it all the time. So
They do.
it's cool when they do it, but it's bad when we do it. I'm
Clearly,
good
it's
with
not.
that,
Clearly, it's not. He got dismissed.
basically.
So
Um, so yeah, I'm feeling. I'm not feeling this whole right now. This whole Donald Trump situation, as far as um,
I'm not feeling
he's
any of it.
he's just. I think he's just doing too much right now. But remember, it's not even been a year. That's the
What
bad part about it.
you talking about a year? It's only been 2 months. We're going on month
No, I
3.
said it ain't even been a year, and
But that's what I'm saying. You talking about a year? It
that's the
hasn't been.
crazy
It
thing.
hasn't been half a year. We ain't even been at a quarter yet. We ain't nowhere near. We just at the quarter mark. We almost getting there, and he's with his foolishness.
Hmm.
Letting
So
Elon,
we got a lot
Elon,
going on.
Elon Musk's son even said that his father is the president. So.
I
For a
guess
child, for a child to say that means he heard this at home or something. Like somebody said
right.
this. Somebody said it to him
He
for
knows
him to
something we
repeat
don't
it.
know. Yeah, he knows something we don't know. But I know that right now the world is in chaos. New York is about to get hit with some more tolls, which I'm just like, yo, over it. Like you can't even drive in New York anymore and not feel like you're gonna have to pay a toll. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? Like you're getting tolls for bridges that we've had for years. That's $9. Then you get over the bridge. If you go up a certain way, you're paying more toll. You're paying another $9. Then,
Well, it
then
ain't
to
like when
leave the
I
city is a
yeah because
higher toll.
then the whole thing is this is I didn't go to the city when I lived in New York, so I damn sure wouldn't go to the city if I had to bring my black ass back. So they ain't got to worry about me paying no goddamn toll. But that is
But is
crazy.
it? You got to ask yourself though. Once again, is it worth? Now, for example, you have to go see your come up here to visit your moms.
Yeah, but
Coming
I
up here to
would.
visit your moms, if you drove, you're getting hit with tolls that are
Who's
just
driving
unnecessary.
15? I'm not driving no 15 hours, so that is
It's 12.
not gonna
Thank you.
happen.
It's
It's
12 hours.
it's 15. Thank
It's
you.
12. You just drive slow.
N-
Um,
No.
but what if you
It's
want to?
called
Okay,
it's
you
called
get here. You want to
stopping
go
to
to the
pee.
city. This
For
if
what?
you want to.
I guess I'll have to get on the train. I don't know and fight for my life. Hope nobody
And
set
then
me on
once
fire.
again, this is what they want. They
And
want you
hope
on the train.
and hope nobody set me on fire.
They want you on the train because at the end of the day, they want you in their trains and buses. They wanted to put more money in MTA hands, and I think that's an outrage.
I mean,
Mob
but
lost a lot of money when we stopped doing maneuvering around the MTA. So now they're trying to bring back the money to the mob, and that's allegedly. Just want to say that.
I'm like, what mob? The Italian
Just
mob?
keep thinking ain't no mob. Stop playing with me.
Well, the government look, the New York State, they said they want their money and they gonna get it the best way they know how. So if y'all niggas is getting on the bus, we gonna hype that shit up too. If y'all niggas is driving, we gonna make y'all pay tolls. Either way,
Oh, not
anyway,
only that, and parking fines are going up too. So now get ready for that. That's starting in May. Parking
and
fines are
then
going to go up.
and in the damn city, you can't tell where to park because there's a sign that
Right.
say you can park here from
Mm-hmm.
12 to 1, and then this one say no parking, no parking from 11 to 7. You be like, well, when the hell can I park here?
Yeah.
The fuck am I, when is this possible? Yeah, the time. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
another
The
thing I don't
fines are
miss
going
about.
up so that they can start booting your vehicles. But from what I'm hearing also is they are they're making Easy Pass down there a lot easier to get. But now they're gonna start eventually giving y'all more roads of Easy Pass. So I know like in Georgia they
I
have
mean,
that one
peach
area
peach.
on.
It's called Peach Pass here in
Yeah,
Georgia.
yeah, and they just did one in North Carolina and Raleigh as well.
Well, we
It's
don't
not
have
really
many.
expensive though.
We don't have, but that's not a toll. That's if it's traffic and you want to get somewhere and you want to. It's like a whole lane essentially in some
HOV
parts.
one.
Yeah, that's like the whole lane in certain areas. If it's very congested, you use that lane, which you're gonna have to pay maybe $1 or two. It's not that expensive.
It's not that expensive, yeah.
No, it's not that expensive. So you can get to your destination. It's an express lane. That's exactly what it is that you would pay
Well,
for.
I just went through that one when I was in Raleigh, and it it was like $2, but it was
Yeah,
just
it's not that.
interesting because it was like no traffic that way at all.
Mm-hmm.
Like I was just blowing through it.
Cause you paid your $2.40 or whatever it is, and most people
But do
don't
you
want to pay
think that
it.
eventually they're gonna raise those prices?
Of course they are.
Because you have a lot of New Yorkers leaving New York at this point.
Yes, yes, you do. Nobody wants to. Nobody wants to stay in New York. It's it's. It's a lot. It's expensive.
Mm.
Don't get me wrong. People who live here in who live here in Georgia, they also say like, oh, it's getting so expensive. For New Yorkers, what they call expensive down here is nothing. Because
Yeah.
they're calling expensive $500,000. When in New York, you can't buy nothing for under nine, almost $1 million. So it's
Mm.
still half. But the only thing is, like I said, I was saying it down earlier. I was like, the only thing is like interest rates are high, so it's not a buyer's market at all for anyone
Mm.
because the interest rates are so high. So yeah, you might get a house for 350 or whatever, but you're gonna be paying like maybe like $2,300 a month because the interest rate is still high. Still, if you are a New Yorker, that is cheap.
Well, a high
Because,
interest rate
I
is like
mean,
30%,
yeah,
40%.
well, the interest rates, I think they said down here was like 15% or something like that. I don't know what they said, but
That's
they
not
said
high.
it's extreme.
15 is not high.
No, because interest rates were like 3% and 4% a couple of years ago.
Yeah, but now 15% is not high. When you see an interest rate of 21, 30, that's
On a house?
considered high.
That
Yeah.
sounds disgusting to me. It sounds like y'all they should go and
Because
shove it up
nowadays
in there, you know
even though
where.
they've broken down credit to a different format of you have credit to buy, you have credit for insurance, and now you have credit for housing. Even though they broke it down like that and they look at the overall, it still affects certain areas. So yeah, okay, I go buy, for example, I just bought a new car. That's that shouldn't affect my other rates, but it does affect my score. My score went down because of how many cars I've had.
Mm-hmm.
Um, by that going down, does that and that affects the other areas of your credit,
Yes,
even though to me it shouldn't, because I'm not buying a house, I'm buying a car.
but it affects it's pretty much on. They be like, oh well, how much money you make? You ain't got enough capital to pay for these things.
See, that's the thing. Like we wasn't when we grew up, they didn't explain credit and how important it is and everything else.
No,
And
we
plus, your
needed to
mama
have
was using your credit anyway, so
not my mama.
you had a good mama.
I had a
She was
very good.
using
I didn't had. I have.
have.
I have a very good mama. My mama still to this
Yeah,
day. If I need something, she's like, "What you need? I got you."
I mean that's the best mothers we have because that just lets us know that no matter what, they got our back, which is what
Mm-hmm.
it which was interesting. Not to bring it up, like when me and Chris show yesterday, we were talking about pretty much did our mothers fail us by not charging us rent to live in their houses? As a parent, did we fail our children now because we don't do it? And he brought up some very good points.
No, because if I mean, if you're able to pay your rent and stuff or mortgage or whatever it is, like white people don't charge their kids to live in their house, right? Granted.
Mhm.
And sometimes they live in their house for several years. They are trying to get them, but you have to make sure that your child is saving so that when they do have enough money to venture out on their own. That's why a lot of people move back home with their parents so they can save up money to go out on their own so they don't have to come back. Some people after college, they have to move back because, oh, they found a job, but their job may not pay them enough. So they
Mhm.
have to stack up their money and then get out.
Well,
But
Chris feels like Chris felt like we're doing them a disservice by not showing them, starting them off with, yo, look, this is what it's like in the real world. And I get when I look
you
at it like
can,
that, I look at it like my oldest son is 31 now, and him and his sister, 3 of my kids are situated. My older kids are situated. Then the other 3 are getting there. They're still in their struggle, which is fine. You know what I'm saying? I feel like everybody got to go through their struggle to get where they want to get or figure
I,
out their life.
I feel like maybe if you did charge them, maybe you could, whatever you were charging them, put that in a savings for them.
I wouldn't put it in a savings. I would put it in a trust for them.
Well, you know what? No. I'm not saying a trust because you have stipulations with a trust. You can have stipulations with a trust, but you could have gotten them a form of life insurance that they can borrow this money from, right?
Yeah.
So you could have done that for them. So then this way you did teach them the responsibility of having to pay bills, but you weren't actually charging them. You were saving for their future.
That's true. See, so there's options, and I'm happy that like I can talk to someone like you that does life insurance, somebody like Chris that does real estate, that can give me these options, give me these types of like and then now that we have our own platforms, we're able to express this to other people. It's something to look at, something to think about.
Because I heard that somewhere before, like, I don't know, I think it was a Black parent who said it. Like, they was like, yes, I charged my child rent, but it was just to show them that you have to pay your bills, but I didn't keep the money. I put it in an account for them. And when they were old enough or when they wanted to go out on their own and buy a house, they had this money. So yes, you can teach your child responsibility without being a ain't shit parent.
Copy.
Because some people is just charging their kids because they, oh, well, your ass live here too. Let me tell you something, bitch. I didn't ask to be here.
I hate that. I hate when my kids say that. It drives me crazy. It pisses me off. First of all, I didn't ask for you to be here either.
I did it.
Blame that for your mama.
The fuck?
Okay.
I didn't ask to be here. And if I could have, I would have remained. Look, and if I could have, I would have remained. I would, if I did ask to be here, I would have asked to remain to be 13 years old. So I didn't have no real fucking responsibilities.
Yo, it drives me crazy when my kids say that to me. But they ain't asked to be here. I didn't ask you to be here either.
Somebody did.
Bill since I met you.
God damn it. Somebody asked me to be here because it sure wasn't me. You wanted to have sex that night. You did it, motherfucker.
Nah, I just wanted to have sex. That was it.
Yeah.
I didn't say I wanted you to come out.
You should have thought about wrapping. You should have thought about wrapping it the fuck up then.
Your mother should have got a hysterectomy early. There you go. Blame her. Don't blame me.
Do you know what that consists of? That's a lot.
I go to the extremes.
That's a lot.
To the extremes.
You want her to take out her. I mean, at this point, the way I feel when I get my period, I would get a hysterectomy. God damn it. Just rip the whole shit out. I don't want it.
Did you not see me drinking water?
Take the whole motherfucker.
Yo, we're going to take a quick break. And when we come back, we got some Diddy news that we got to talk about. We got a couple of other situations going on. We're just
you gonna play that clip?
No, I didn't get the clip. I wanted to play the clip.
Well, figure out how to do it real quick because I need
play the clip.
Because I need niggas to see it. Because us just talking about it, they be like, I don't know what you're talking about. I need y'all to see it.
All right, so I'm gonna deal with the clip situation. We'll be back.
Yes.
You already know what it is. It's the Evening Rush, man.
Hey, what's up, you guys? It's your girl, Chrissy, here to let you know that the Evening Rush Network now has an app. Yes, an app, you guys. So you can stay connected on the go and watch all your favorite podcast shows. You can download the app at Google Play Store or Apple iTunes. So spread the word. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Also, if you're looking to start a podcast and really don't know how, well, hit us up at the Evening Rush Network at gmail.com and inquire about time slots, pricings, and everything you may need to get started. We got you. Join the winning team, the Evening Rush Network. And also, download that app. What are you waiting for? Get to it.
WLEO 26.7 online radio. Worldwide listening, entertainment online. Find us on social media on Facebook at WLEO 26.7 online radio. On Instagram at WLEO_267 online radio, and on the internet at WLEO267onlineradio.com.
Follow the drip. Follow the drip.
Are you one that likes to stand out amongst the rest? Well, check out Painted Drip by The Joker. Painted Drip is a customized footwear company that it specializes in unique hand-painted, customized footwear, which is hand-painted by The Joker himself. Shipping is available all over, East Coast, West Coast, no matter where you are, we can get your products to you. So follow The Drip. Check out their IG page, Painted Drip, for more information. And again, all footwear is customized and hand-painted by The Joker himself.
Yep. We are back. It's the Evening Rush each and every Wednesday, 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. with Dawn Rainbow and TK. I had to take a quick breath. Yeah, I know. I wasn't breathing properly.
He didn't know what time we got off, y'all.
That's not so far from the truth. Yo, you read the sponsors while I'm handling this clip.
Read the sponsors. So, the Evening Rush sponsors, we are sponsored by Industry 21 Magazine, our boy Dane. The gallery over at CaribbeanPelagians.com, Benjamin. Envy with Envious Creations. I still ain't get no damn brownies, though. I don't know what's going on with that. We also have, it's coming across, WLEO 26.7. And Painted Drip by The Joker. Those are the sponsors for the Evening Rush.
You said that was so much enthusiasm.
I don't know how much enthusiasm I have, y'all. I'm trying.
It was just like, I was like, oh my God, no, don't be so enthusiastic about buying their product. Yo, shout out to Fleet DJs. They'll be in Atlanta on my birthday from the 19th to the 21st. And they're doing the Fleet DJs music conference. Make sure y'all get your tickets. First, I got to go register. So go to fleetdjs.com. Go register so that you get your tickets and everything else. Yo, trust me, you do not want to miss this. They got a lot of big celebs that's going to be there this year. I would definitely be in Atlanta. I can't miss another Fleet DJs event since I've been going out. I've been having a great time. Like, it's amazing. It's a lot of learning. If you want to be a podcaster, if you want to be a musician, blogger, anything, it's definitely a place you want to be. So make sure you head over.
And you said it's going to be here. It's going to be here this year?
Yes, it's going to be in Atlanta this year.
Oh, okay.
Georgia. So,
I can actually make it this time, hopefully.
Yes, and we're gonna tear that city up the way it's supposed to be teared up. Let's go. I'm hyped now for all of them. So, first and foremost, let's get on to this Diddy news.
Get on to this Diddy news.
This goes back to just what I told you. So, the second one of his accusers has lost the lawsuit. The case has been dismissed.
Which is for,
Which I told y'all from the rip, this man is innocent. He's not going to jail. He's in jail right now. And that's going to be a civil lawsuit against the state of New York for holding him in jail this long. So Diddy's going to make all the money back he lost. Excuse me.
Bless you.
Thank you.
My whole thing is I feel like these women, if they didn't want to come forward to who they are, like, why even file a lawsuit? You can't file a lawsuit anonymously. You can just have a tip anonymously. You can't have a lawsuit against somebody and then not want to tell them who you are. That's crazy to me.
Well, what did you think was going to happen? Like, you felt like, and if you notice, it's the same lawyer, this Tony Busby. Once again, somebody that he's like an ambulance chaser. Shout out to New York for sitting here discrediting him to the point where now he cannot be a lawyer in New York. So now he's filing out of Texas, using somebody else in New York to file his cases. Like, bro, give it up. It's over. Let Diddy go, man, and stop playing. Like, y'all got him in jail, sitting there, and the bad part is the feds are they're looking crazy right now. Because the cases are getting dismissed one after the other.
Let me tell you something. And it says from 1995, if Diddy had did something to me, baby, I'm telling everybody. Because I want my money. I mean, if he had sexually assaulted me, I want him to go to jail. I'm not just doing a civil suit. I want this man to go to jail. Because I feel like sexual assaulters should be put in jail. I'm not here just for the money. But if I'm going to get some money on the side too, that's a bonus. So I'm going to try to do two cases. I want a federal case and a civil case because I want my money.
And the crazy thing is, like, right now, you're running his name through the mud.
Yeah, and everybody just wants
this
to
whole No Diddy campaign.
But everybody just wants to sue him for money. Like y'all don't care or really care about what was done to y'all. Because if y'all did, y'all would have said something a long time ago. Secondly, y'all be having a federal case against him. Y'all wouldn't be having a civil case where y'all just trying to get money from this man. I don't feel that that's right there. That right there tells me that you just doing this for clout.
Mm-hmm.
But there are people. Don't get me wrong. I'm not going to say that this man is squeaky clean, Dawn, like you over here trying to say. There have been several people for years saying what this man has done.
All right, I'm going to agree with you.
Have done to them, but they have not been taken seriously. So
you think all these false accusations is going to make them be taken seriously now?
No, I don't.
For the fact that somebody like Cassie, who really went through trauma with him, and I can name other people, but once again, for these people that did go through trauma with him, now you're making their cases look crazy, all because you want to check.
Mm-hmm.
Am I saying no? Not by far am I saying he's not guilty for things he may have done, but what I'm saying is right now, some of these accusations, he's definitely not guilty. He should not be sitting in federal prison with R. Kelly right now, who we know is guilty of what he's done. Even though I'm still going to listen to his music because Kelly's that nigga. But still.
You're going to hell for listening to a essayer.
Yeah, listen, Kelly's is still that nigga.
No, I'm not listening to him.
I learned to separate the music. I separate the music from the artist.
I don't know. You can't, because when you listen to most of those, when you listen to a lot of those songs,
I'm not thinking about no little girl. I'm thinking about that woman. Yes, the woman I'm thinking about. Oh yes, seems like
no, I'm not. But I'm not. seems like you're ready for a little girl is crazy, but not all of R. Kelly's. What am I trying to say? Not all the people that he did this to, not all of them were minors. Not everything was pedophilia. Some of them were grown ass women who just let this man take advantage of them.
Look, I'm not negating that. I'm not saying, yo, you're not right.
I'm not that man shouldn't.
But I'm saying him keeping it a buck. His music is phenomenal. Leg shake. Oh my God! I was just listening to that driving back downstairs.
I need you to get your life together, please. Focus.
What?
We're talking about Diddy.
Go ahead. Yes, get back to Diddy.
Did you get a chance to get the damn thing up?
Yes, I got it up. I
Okay.
want to talk about Hooters first before we talk about that.
Oh, Hooters they want to become family friendly. So what do you think the uniforms are going to look like now? They're going to have regular t-shirts and longer shorts. They're going to
I don't
actually put
think
on pants.
I'd probably go with pants versus shorts, either that or dresses.
Dresses, but
But
little short dresses that you can still look
the thing
under.
about it is, think about it. Okay, Hooters versus Buffalo Wild Wings. Who you gonna? Which one you really going to? Be real. Buffalo Wild Wings wins each time.
Well,
More
but
flavors.
look,
Their
so
chicken
they
is better.
so they said that they are also going to update the the
Their
menu
menu.
and their items and the way they cook their food. So they're trying to do better because they are about ready to file bankruptcy.
Yeah, because they can't hang. You have too many different companies. Wingstop. Shout out to
Look,
Rick Ross.
no, what it
Even
is
though time out, reverse that. No shout out to Rick Ross. Just Rick Ross's company. There we go.
no, it's
Shout out to
because
Fifth all day. Loyalty over everything.
I'm done with you. It's not because it's because there ain't no dirty old men just going to Hooters to look at girls with big boobs and short shorts.
That's because that generation
When you could
died and gone.
when you can go and see girls naked on the internet for free.
Yeah, on Instagram all day.
Why would I need to go to Hooters to buy some wings that don't taste that great?
Yeah, you
To
order
see
you some Buffalo Wild Wings. Order you some Buffalo Wild Wings and look at Instagram, and you get in the same situation. They got some great movies on Netflix you can watch as well. Let's stop playing.
Porn is
Everything
free on the
social
internet
media
too.
has
Look,
changed
what do you mean?
today.
Porn is free on the internet.
That's true. There you go. Shout out to my dude Hectic, man. We gotta have Hectic up here. It's been a minute. I gotta have him up here.
Look, you have to have Hectic up here. I might have to be going that day. I might have to not be here that day. His name is hectic enough for me. I don't need to have a hectic show.
Yeah, definitely gotta do that. Shout out to my dude Hectic. So now let's get to what we gotta get to. This video, I was sent. Somebody sent it to me. This was funny. Somebody sent this to me on TikTok, and I said, "Listen, I shared it with Ringo. Found it interesting." So let's see what y'all think.
Being pretty don't even ensure that you will get a ring. Men don't marry looks. We have looks. Men marry behavior. Your behavior determines whether you get the ring or not the looks. Halle Berry is beautiful. Kim Kardashian is beautiful to a lot of people. There's a slew of women that have the money and the fame, but they cannot keep. We marry behavior. So if you are not even proficient at the things that are intrinsically important to a man, you can't be high value because your money ain't intrinsically important to us. You being soft is. You anticipating what we need and providing that without us having to prompt you or ask you, that's important. Not knowing your worth.
Very interesting.
Very interesting, right? But I guess simply just because he was talking about women, but the same goes for men.
Why do you feel that?
Because
why do you always feel like whenever there's a discussion like this? Just hear me out. Whenever there's a discussion about something like this, it always got to be a gender thing. It goes automatic to, even though you're talking about women, this goes for men too.
It does.
When it's women, and this is why I found this interesting when the person sent it to me. To me, it's women that have these certain standards for the reason why they won't date men or they choose this man can't keep up with these standards that they have for the fact that that's why the relationship won't work.
Me personally, I don't expect a man to keep me. One, if there's
You
something
might
that
be
I want,
one out of 1,000
there
that don't
if
want to be
because
kept.
if there is something that I want, I can get it myself. If I want my hair done, I can get it done myself. If I want my
So
nails
wouldn't it
done,
be
I
better
get
if your
that done
man could do it
myself.
for you? Wouldn't it feel better if your man felt like, babe, check this out, save your money. Here's however much money your hair costs. Go get that.
It would be nice,
Okay,
but
stop. Okay, babe, you know what? While you getting your hair done, go get your nails done. You know what? Because I feel like, yo, we about to go out and enjoy the night, and I just want you looking right for me. Don't that feel good? Don't that take stress off of you?
no, I still gotta go and get my hair and nails done. So regardless
So
of
that's
who
still
paid,
stress.
so whoever, it doesn't matter who paid for it.
But it's still
Because
stress that
let
came off
me
of
tell you,
you.
but let me tell you something. Me and my man, we share things. So whether he paid for it or not, that might be money that we needed to pay for a bill. Who knows? I don't
So
know.
you consider
But
your
but
relationship 50-50, or
no, we both put 100% and 100%.
that's what I'm talking about. That was
But
the reason why I said it. But go ahead.
But I was more so talking about him talking about when he said she should anticipate what I want and what I need and do that for me without me having to ask. Does he do the same for his woman?
Mm-hmm.
So if I, as your woman, do things for you that you don't have to anticipate, I'm anticipating what you need. Are you doing the same for me?
Well, it started off on the strength of women feel like they're pretty. So because you're pretty, that makes you
But he said pretty, and then
somebody I want to marry. Does that make you somebody I want to marry because you're pretty? No, it doesn't.
no.
Pretty, I don't want to marry pretty. Pretty should
He
be a
said
plus
he
to
married. We want to marry behaviors. Correct. Like
yes.
I need you to show and prove. Is pretty much what he's saying. But we need the same thing. Is what I'm trying to say. It's a
And,
give and a take type of thing. It isn't a
and
I give
this
you and you
goes
don't give me.
this goes back to what I'm saying as far as you feeling like it had to be a man and woman thing. I didn't feel like, to me, that wasn't the way I looked at it, as it's a man and woman thing. I looked at it more of the fact
He's
that
saying your significant other.
he's saying that he's trying to show her that, listen, it's not the outside, it's the behavior that I want. It's the behavior that I need. It's the behavior that attracts me. It's not the glitz, the glamour, anything else. It's the behavior. You could be the baddest chick in the planet, but are you willing to give me the loyalty, the
But
humbleness,
what I'm
the
trying to
everything
say,
I need to build this relationship?
any good woman already knows that. That's not something you need to tell me.
That's the catch. That's the
I
fucking
don't
catch right
I
there.
don't need
And the
you to
reason why I
tell
say
me
that's the catch,
that.
the reason why I say that's the catch is most women feel that they're good women. And some things you can work through, some things you can slide. Then there's those things you can't slide. There's those things that a woman will say or do that'll throw off the relationship. There's the woman that was the good woman in the beginning who changed to a different person in the end.
But why do you think she changed to a different person in the end?
You're gonna say because of that man, but how is it because of that man? Because that's what communication is for, correct?
My whole thing is because people you let me turn my light on real quick so y'all can see me. Hold on.
Got you. Because see, this is when it gets into relationships. Me and Rainbow, I think, are sufficient at our age range that we could dibble and dabble in this and have
What
a
do
great
they
conversation.
what do they say? You are a product of your environment, correct?
Yes.
So if she was a good woman in the beginning, and you called her a good woman in the beginning, and then just out of nowhere she changed. I'm not saying it has to be that man. It could be
Because
people
you're gonna
around.
change. People change.
People are supposed to change. If you are still the same
But it's
person,
growth.
if I am the same person that I was 10 years ago when you met me, there's something wrong. Like my loyalty should be the same.
Yes.
My
100.
empathy and all of those things should be the same. But I should not be the same person in the same places that I was. People do change. And as you get older, your behaviors change too. But if you're being a good person should not change unless there's either some outside uh, force that is telling you, oh, nigga ain't shit, da 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 da, people feeding in your ear, or if your man is doing things to make you change. So
So,
people, like you said, people always think that they're a good person. He may think he's a good person. And I'm not trying to say man or woman. So your significant other, say you were a good person when you started this relationship. And as y'all got in this relationship, stuff kept getting tossed at you. Like you just taking shit left and right, left and right, left and right. You are not going to still have that same mentality that you had when you first started that relationship that you
and
have.
but there's growth. At
It
some point, there
grow.
has to be some type of growth in a relationship. There
There
should
should be growth in the
shouldn't be
relationship.
one depending if you're in a marriage or I consider being in a marriage a relationship. It's just a piece of paper that makes the difference. So
Why wouldn't it be a
I've been at that.
relationship?
I've
I
been
mean,
no
that
because
is a
I've had
relationship.
these conversations with people where they feel like, oh, a marriage is more than a relationship because of what it signifies.
No, let me
I
tell you
get
something.
that, but wouldn't you still?
Everything is a relationship. Mother, daughter, it's a relationship. Boyfriend, girlfriend, it's a relationship. Husband, wife, it's a relationship. Now, the importance of that relationship may be different, but it's still a relationship. Friends, two friends, y'all still have a relationship.
But meaning, as far as a girlfriend boyfriend relationship compared to a marriage,
Yes, that
what
should
is the
be.
shouldn't you still should
It's a more
even if
important
y'all didn't get
relationship.
married, even if you haven't got married, and y'all
You
still
should.
maintain your relationship, like you and your man, y'all not married, but y'all still maintain your relationship as if y'all were.
You might as well say we are.
See what I'm saying? This is what I'm trying to explain to you. I
A
don't
piece
look
of
at you as it's just a piece of paper. Not saying, oh, it's just a piece of paper. Yes, we know it's a covenant. I agree with all that. Not negating and taking that away, but just meaning that even without that piece of paper, if I'm still willing to do the same sacrifices as if I was married to you, and I'm giving you the same, shouldn't we be good? Shouldn't the relationship still be good?
If what? Say it again.
Shouldn't the
No.
relationship still be good if I'm giving you all of these things still? That's my
If
biggest
you
thing. Like, if I'm giving this all to you, I'm still being that respectful guy that you met in the beginning. But I've elevated my respect level.
to
If
what?
I've still
Elevated
I'm
it to what?
the same, I'm giving you that utmost respect. I'm coming in the house, I'm asking you, yo, this, that, and the third. I'm being humble, I'm being loyal. I'm showing you the things that you're supposed to show your spouse.
You said you're being loyal. Okay.
Okay? So if I'm doing that without the piece of paper, why once I get that piece of paper that you need to change? Why do
What
you
needs?
it feel a need to be changed? Because you just said people change, but if there's no growth in the change, then what is the point of the change?
In the marriage? You saying people change in a marriage? Or you just saying
You
in
said
general? I
yes.
said,
I'm going by what you said.
You
said
should there should
change,
be
correct?
there should be growth and change. There is, let me tell you, people change. There are seasons, just like the seasons change, people change. And I don't mean that they
Okay.
change for the bad or for the better. I'm just saying people
All right.
evolve.
Let me say it like this. Maybe this is what I'm saying. What is your end goal of your relationship? Meaning, what do you want to build in your relationship for it to grow?
What do I want to change in my relationship for it to grow?
No, what do you want to build in?
What do I want to, well, I want to
I'm
build a
gonna
family.
I'm gonna use me for example.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Okay. Yes, I want a family. Got that. I also wanted to build businesses with my spouse. I
Mm.
want to, I want us to become a conglomerate together, to build a legacy together for not just me, but for our kids.
Got you.
That is what I mean by growth. But that's
Mm.
what I want.
Right.
If I'm, that's the point of being in this relationship. It's supposed to build something.
Did
It
you,
can't be
but that's the whole
it
thing is,
can't
did
be,
you,
oh, I'm here with my growth, but you're here with your growth, and I'm trying to pull you with me to get you at the same level, but that's not what you want.
but that's the whole thing is, did y'all discuss this when y'all first got together? Like, did you discuss your
That's
goals with your
communication in the
significant?
beginning. Yes, you should have had
Mm-hmm.
that communication. That should have been the main thing of your communication. What do we really want together? I think a lot of people don't discuss those what we really want together moments.
No, some people don't. Some people
And
do
then
not
you
discuss
have,
those.
and then once you get that, a relationship is a circle. Once you have all the outside forces getting into that, trying to get into that circle, and you let someone in that circle, that's where the drama and the bullshit.
Mm. Someone like who?
It could be one of your single friends. It could be one of his single bros. There's always outside influences to get into that circle, but you're not supposed to let people get into that circle. That's a part of the growth. So if I'm giving you, I'm listen, I'm wholeheartedly. I'm keeping everything in this in our circle, and you're in this circle with me, and you're giving all this to me. Why shouldn't I be able to expand in our relationship? Why shouldn't we be able to expand in our?
You absolutely should be able to expand in your relationship. That's what you're
But it
supposed
wasn't
to
just
do.
because you were pretty. It wasn't because you were pretty that I was in this relationship. When you sit here and say, okay, like by your spouse sitting here saying, yo, listen, check this out. Let me do this, that, and third for you. That's him just showing you respect.
Right.
Yeah, it's y'all money. You consider it y'all money. Yeah, it's y'all money. Y'all are in a marriage together. It's your money. Even if y'all wasn't in a marriage together, that's still his money, your money. Y'all still in the same household. That's y'all money. So whether it's your money and his money, and he's sitting here saying, "Yo, listen, I got an extra couple of dollars, babe. You just go do that just to make you feel happy." That's his thought pattern. He's just saying he wants you to feel happy. He's trying to put a smile on your face.
And
But see,
there's and
by you,
I
hold on, by you not accepting, by you saying, "Oh, well, I still gotta go get it done." That's
I
just like
didn't say I
shitting on the
wouldn't
way he
accept.
felt that day.
I didn't say that I wouldn't go get it done because I'm definitely gonna go get it done.
But
But
you
what I'm
felt the
trying to
way
say,
about it.
no, I didn't feel a way. I don't feel a way about it. What I'm trying to say, because you said, oh, well, because these women think that because they're pretty and they got money. I'm pretty. I don't have lots of money. I have my own money. He has his own money. Wow, money, and when it's time to pay bills, our money comes together. But yes, if he said, babe, go get your hair done, go get your nails done, go get this, I may not want to get it done at that present moment, but yes, I'm gonna go get it done. I went and got my hair done. It's back a little bit because I can't have it down from a job or whatever. Um, but I don't want people. But don't make it seem like I can only get these. But because there are some men who think that women only get things done because they gave them the money. No, I have my own money to get my stuff done. But would I like for you to spend your money? Yes, I would. But what I was
But I feel
saying,
like it's that independent attitude where, if I'm trying to do something nice
I don't have a
to
problem.
please you, I feel like that's where men feel like
Is
they're
it
taken for
to?
granted, being
But
taken
is
for
it?
granted.
But is it? Because the way you said it was, baby, go get your hair and nails done so you could look good for me.
Mm-hmm. Who
So
else
you
do I
trying
want
to
to
say
look good for?
but you trying to say I don't look good for you on my own every day?
You can look fine, but what is the sense of him saying? If he's saying, once again, it's not about, excuse me, it's not about that you don't look good. It's just saying, let me take some stress off of you. That's just like saying, for example, boom,
Nigga,
we go out.
just do the housework.
See, I'm stupid. That's just saying if we go out, we go on a date, and I go, listen, today, you know, let's split this date. You pay for the movie tickets, I pay for the dinner. Would that not
Okay.
be acceptable to you?
Yes,
You would be good with that. Okay.
I would be
So
fine
that's
with
just
that.
like if he said, yo, listen, you know what, tonight I got the whole night.
Mm-hmm.
You be fine with that?
Yes,
Would you be fine having the whole night yourself one night? Just, hey, don't look, put your wallet away. I got you. Would you be fine with that?
I do that pretty often, so I'm okay with that.
See, why you have to throw in I do that pretty often? Like he ain't
Yes, I
shit.
do.
He
No,
ain't gonna put that
that's
out there
not.
like my
I
man ain't
said.
shit. God
I
damn
said
it.
pretty often. I didn't say all the time
Okay, but
because
still,
men are
leave out
always
the
quick
pretty
to.
often.
No, you know why? Because men are always say, oh, "My woman don't never take me out." My man can never say that.
But it's just the point. My point of saying it is y'all working as a team. You're working as
Yes,
partners. And that's basically what that was supposed to come down to.
that's what that was supposed to
Is
come
I'm
down
I'm
to.
looking,
That's
yes, I want partnership behavior. I don't want pretty face behavior. I don't want, oh, because you got a bag, I gotta level up to you.
that's
I
not
don't
how
want that.
that's not how it came across to me. It came across to me as I want. I'm not he being the fact that when he said a pretty face is not going to get you married, I agree with that. When he said men marry behavior, I agree with that as well. But what he said when he said you need to anticipate what I want without me having to say anything to you, he didn't say that about himself. He didn't say and I am going to do the same for you. Is what I was pretty much trying to get at. Like he just made it
Got
seem
you.
like it was the woman's job to anticipate his needs, and he can negate her like she doesn't have any.
I got you.
That's what I
I
was
can
trying to
respect that.
say. I
I can
wasn't trying to say
respect
that
that.
what he said was invalid because it is valid. But what I'm trying to say is I don't know if there was any more to that clip because it cut off, but the parts that
Well,
we
it's
got.
a podcast. It came from a podcast.
That's what I'm saying. But
So
that's what I'm saying.
so
From that little clip that we got, it was just him saying women don't do that. Women think because they pretty that they gonna get a ring. Women think because this, that, and the third. But this is what they gotta do to keep their men. But he never said what men gotta do to keep their woman. In that
Well,
one
maybe
clip, in
that
that little
maybe that
clip.
that that that
That's what I'm
clip
saying.
could have
That maybe
been,
that whole
but
maybe I'm
that
saying
clip
that
was
whole.
based on that clip could have been based on the fact that it's always, to me, it's like it's always what the woman needs, what the woman needs, what the woman needs. When do y'all ever hear what we need? When do you ever hear what we want? Unless we put our own show on where it's, podcast where it's full of men and we could discuss what we want. But it's
You
always
know,
about what the woman needs.
but it's also that men and women think differently. And me and my man was talking about that. I was like, sometimes the stuff that you say, I'd be like, do you even listen to yourself? Because sometimes you sound, I don't want to say stupid because it ain't stupid, but I'll be like, you sound chauvinistic at times, sometimes. But if he's talking to another man, because I've seen him having a conversation with another man, and y'all agree with this shit. And to us women, we're like, what? Are you kidding me? So men and women think totally different. There is nothing. I'm not gonna say there's nothing that we agree upon, but our way of thinking totally different.
Yeah, I
Totally
just feel
different.
like when women are bosses, and I call them bosses with all due respect. When women are bosses, I just feel like that they put themselves on a higher standard of what man. Because even the video we watched last night, where Shorty was like, "You shouldn't date if you can't make the amount if you don't make the amount of money I make. I'm not going to a small restaurant to eat all the
Well, then
time."
that
And
just sounds like you need to be with a man that's making that same amount of money. You can't tell somebody because they don't make the same amount of money as you that they shouldn't date because there's somebody for them. There's someone for everyone. So for you to
yes, I
say that,
agree.
oh, you can't date because you don't make this amount of money, crazy. And that woman should shut the fuck up because she sounds stupid. But if you as a woman feel because I make this much money, then you need to find you a man that makes more money than you. But you have to also then find a man who makes more money than you that's gonna take that shit ass attitude.
Salute, bro. Big shout out to DJ GMF when he
Because
checked
just
in.
like you said, there are and it's not, and I'm not gonna just say it's women because there are men like that too. Because there are men who
When
think
have you ever
just
noticed a man go, I make this amount of money, I'm not taking you
no,
to Panera
that's
Bread
see,
because it's just
can you
above
let
me.
me finish that because they make more money than you, they think they can say, do, and whatever they want. That's what I was trying to say. They may not say, "Oh no, I'm not gonna go to Panera Bread," or I'm not gonna talk to this girl because she makes less money than me." That would be stupid because technically that's how it's supposed to be, right? Men are supposed to be the providers and the protectors. They're
Yeah.
supposed to make more money. Yeah, roles are switching, but whatever. But
Yes,
yes,
roles have been switching for a
men
long
who
time.
make men who make a lot of money just think they can do whatever they want to people. I'm not even going to just say women because they could be gay for all I know. They think they can say and do whatever they want to whoever they want and get away with it because they have money. And women
I,
who have money think that they can
it,
just
it,
talk
I want
to
to say it
men
depends
who
on a
have
person.
less money. I'm not saying it's everyone. This is just a
I want to
general.
feel it depends on a
It's
person
just
though,
it's
because
Dawn. This is just a general statement. I'm not talking
no,
about
I know
everyone.
I got you. I got you. I just disagree. Like I don't feel like I feel like you saying how men can just treat a woman anyway.
Oh,
Those
I didn't
standards.
just say women. I said
No,
whoever,
you said okay, but either
whoever.
way, I feel like that generation then came and passed. I think nowadays because women make more money in a lot of in many areas, it
Hmm.
seems like guys that are because it seems like the roles have reversed tremendously. Where we're looking to have those long term relationships. We're looking to settle down. We're looking to build futures with women. I feel like that change is the problem. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, she's now making 200,000 a year. You're making 70,000 a year. She feels a certain way. Like, yo, I'm making $200,000 a year. I don't need to deal with certain bullshit in my life.
I
And
mean, it
one of them
doesn't
is
matter.
financials.
My whole thing
Because
is,
you look for that man, like you said, you look for that man to be the provider and the protector. He's a better
but that's
protector
not.
than
No, no,
he is a
no.
provider.
But that's what I'm saying. Those are no. And did you see my air quotes? These were my air quotes because that's not what I'm looking for my man. I'm not looking for my man to be the provider. Do I need you to help me? Yes, nigga, help me. But do I need you to provide for me? No, because I have two arms and two legs that I can get out and get it myself. So I don't need you to provide for me, but I do want you to be by my side and support me and help me. We are a team. We are a unit.
Yeah.
Are you above me? No. Am I above you? No. That's how it should be. But
I definitely gotta agree with you with that part.
but
There's no buts.
with
Don't fuck it
women,
up. I just agreed with you. Don't fuck it up.
but with
Don't
women
fuck it up.
making more money, um, they're like, I don't need a provider. And it's not always about people. It's not always about a need. People have to also be wanted. So they may not need you, but you, if your woman wants you, but there are some men with an ego. They're like, oh, I need to be needed. Nigga, need to be needed is not you. You going backwards. You want to be wanted. You don't
How do you
need to
feel
be
that?
needed.
No, wants and needs are two different things. What's wrong with wanting to be needed?
In what way? Because if you want someone to need you um for emotional support, okay. But if you want somebody to want you for financial support, baby,
Nah, I agree with you with the emotional support. I mean,
baby.
financially, like once again, if she's making way more money than
But that's what I'm saying.
like,
She might want you for emotional support. So it's not a need it's not something that she absolutely needs, but she wants you for that
that could
reason.
still be a need. See, men want to be needed. I don't want to be in a relationship where I'm not needed.
Or
Oh,
do
you
you
just want
also do
me.
you,
You just want me here, but you don't need me here. That makes me feel
but I
less
thought
than.
but I thought men like to be wanted.
I no, I want to be needed. Needed is more than wanted.
Oh, you want to be needed.
Yeah, I do want to
Hmm?
be needed. I don't want to. Why should I be in a relationship where I'm not needed? If you just want me here, then you can want any nigga here.
No, I specifically want you. If
No,
that was the
don't
case,
want me.
I could have any
Need
nigga
me.
I want.
You can have any nigga you want, but there's not too many niggas that you're gonna want that you need in your life. You need a certain person in your life. You need a strong man in your life. You can't have a weak nigga in your life. You need somebody that's gonna hold you
I
down.
wouldn't
Be
want a
there
weak
when you
nigga
need
in
to
my
be
life
held down.
either. I wouldn't want a
Okay,
weak nigga.
but why do you a want is less
I
than
want a
a
strong nigga.
want is less than a need. So yes, you should want to need your man. You should not just want your man. Oh, I just want him. Oh, you want him too? Fuck.
No, I don't want him.
You
I
want
just
both
want
of us?
you. No, just you.
No, you need me. You
It
need
has
me
to be
for who
you.
I am.
Okay.
There you go. It has to be me. Just like I need her. I need her. I can want any chick. I need her. She's the one that makes me better. The one that builds me up. She's the one that
Mm,
makes me know that I'm worth all the shit that I put through to get there. Me.
got it.
Got it. How you want to
Get
go out,
it.
Shorty?
Got it. Good. I want to say, y'all, I'm tired.
You always stop. Listen.
Exactly. And Dawn had me up here at 8:14 on a Wednesday night
Let's
talking
get it.
about wants and needs. Nah. I just want to say thank you to everybody that tuned in. Thank you for everybody that commented. Thank you for everybody that's gonna watch this later. Thank Dawn for being here. I thank me for being here because y'all know at some point I was up here and Dawn wasn't here, and I was just about to turn my computer off and go back to go back to watching me a little Asian movie. But yes, I just want to say we back, bitches, and y'all better hope we back next week because I don't know, I might have
We
a
will be
headache,
back.
y'all.
We
Like I might have
will be
a
back next week.
let me tell you something. If Havoc is gonna be on this damn show next week, Rainbow won't be here. But I just want to say thank y'all. God bless and good night. Dawn, how would you like to go out tonight?
Yo, I wanted to say, I want to thank the thousands of people that's been watching from day one to now. We are heading on to our 21,000th show, and it's like that shit is crazy. Yeah, I didn't even know we put in that many shows. And
I
I
think he
looked at,
lying, y'all.
Nah, I'll get the numbers next week. I have the numbers for you next week. The exact numbers.
Not us, not the Evening Rush show.
No, not
He mean the network as a
net.
whole.
Oh,
I'm about to say,
yeah.
because baby, there's no way that I've talked for 21,000 shows.
Yo, what's going on? Taj, I see you on the check-in. Yeah, but I just want to say, yo, thank you to everybody, man. Download the Evening Rush Network radio app. You can watch now all the Evening Rush shows, Evening Rush Network shows on Spotify. We trimming back a little bit only because I'm just watching a lot of things I want to change and impact the way we're moving. Coming in the future, because there's a lot of big things that I'm looking into. You know what I mean? So, but I definitely need y'all to keep supporting, support. We are not going nowhere. I know we've been missing a lot of shows. We've been lifing, all of us. Once again, condolences to TK.
Absolutely.
Help them, and we are here. My family's going through littles of things. Rainbow's family's been going through a lot of things. So, you know what I'm saying?
Don't put that on my family. I ain't been going through nothing, y'all. I ain't been going through nothing. It's all good over here. And don't you say that. Look.
Yo, shout out to once again to my baby girl, man. I miss you. Parents that lose kids is a lot to deal with mentally. And I pride myself being on that strong type of person, Tom. So, you know what I'm saying? I went on, I did the show last night, me again tonight. Nothing's going to stop the show. We're here. Evening Rush is still here. We will be, like I said, Atlanta, July, we'll be there. We're just going to keep shaking the block. Make sure y'all shout out to all my fleet DJs. And, shout out to our sponsors. And definitely support the show. Check in. We'll be back next week with some more great hot topics. You already know it's Dawn, Rainbow, and TK. It's the Evening Rush, man. Holla at you. Peace.
My nephew told me I'm a king and a crown fitted. You can catch me in $1,000 outfit. I'm so marked, the rank got him stepping in.